Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in this week to Planted in This Georgia Clay. It is so warm out here, but this week you guys will see my fall containers that I have planted. I did some midnight lace sweet potato vine from Proven Winners, and I absolutely love it because look at this purple vining here, absolutely gorgeous. So you guys will see that. And then I also did some celestial white mums, and I think that's going to be absolutely gorgeous once they start to bloom and open up. So let's go ahead and get into this week's vlog. So I started this spring off with these Sweet Sangria Super Mini Vista Super Tunias by Proven Winners, and I absolutely loved how they performed for me. This actually was the very first year that I ever planted any type of Super Tunias. It's actually the very first year that I decided to really get into gardening and making containers. I also had some damage from aphids, and I didn't know anything about aphids and that they actually love Super Tunias. Any type of either be a Vista or a normal Super Tunia, they're going to munch on them if you don't treat them, and I did not treat these containers, so it's something I most definitely will do for next year. They looked great from far apart, like far away, but as you got close to them they were a little ratty, and as you can tell as I'm taking them out, the root system was just it wasn't healthy anymore. So I decided to go ahead and make the change and remove them. Now, when I say these Mini Vista performed for me, they performed for me. They actually grew right in between my faux topiary there, which was a nice added color that I needed this year, just to have the pop of green against that beautiful like fuchsia color. So I think I most definitely will repeat this same method next year, but just add in a different type of Super Tunia Vista. I think next time I'll go with just the Vista series rather than the Mini Vista, just because I want additional blooms. The Super Mini Vista, though, I'll insert a picture. It was absolutely gorgeous. I loved it. It really performed for me, but I heard that the normal Super Tunias actually do an even better show, so I'm looking forward to that. So once I got everything removed from the container, I decided to go ahead and give the porch just a rinse down and then just to wash off some of the areas around my columns there. When the Super Tunias were growing, they actually grew really close to the column, so it left some residual just dirt and grime. So I was just cleaning that off a little bit, and then you'll see me here just cleaning up the container. I did repeat or use some of the soil that was already there because it was quite a bit of soil, but I was just taking out any roots that were remaining. So I did get these products directly from Proven Winners, and they came in a box. And I had left the plants in the box for like 2 or 3 days because I had ended up going out of town. Do not do that. Make sure that you, whenever you're ordering any live plants, that you're there to actually receive the product and remove them from the box. So with that being said, they looked a little like they needed some water, they needed to get out of their can. So I made sure that I went ahead and started to plant these. But I love that color there. Again, it's gonna look so beautiful with that yellow eye there. I did order 4 of the mums. And then this is the Midnight Lace Sweet Potato Vine from Proven Winners. Again, it was looking a little ratty, but you'll see the final result. So you can really see the damage in this container, that the aphids had completely taken over and the Mini Vista just wasn't looking its best. But again, I love it and I most definitely will repeat some kind of variation next year. But I do want to let you know though, again, when I said that, it was my first year really gardening, I won Yard of the Month, and I'll insert a photo of how good that the yard was looking in the beginning of spring and beginning of summer. Summer this year, I believe all over, but in Georgia, we live in North Georgia, so the North Georgia mountains were really close to Blue Ridge, and so our summers don't get too bad, but it was really brutal. A lot of our plants either didn't recover or suffered a lot of sunburn, so some of my hydrangeas do not look the best. Now in this container, if you guys watched my summer container vlog, this one actually I planted with some geraniums and some vinca, but this Sweet Caroline light green sweet potato vine by Proven Winners absolutely took over everything. It was really aggressive, it really vines, so I don't know if I'll use this same one next year. I'll probably go with a less aggressive sweet potato vine, but I did love the color. Alright guys, so let me know in the comments what you guys think of my fall containers. I absolutely love it. I think that this is by far one of my favorite sweet potato vines because I just love the foliage. Like, look at that purple, it's just so pretty. It's very Halloween-esque, so that's what I absolutely love it. The new foliage is green and then it turns into this nice like almost black color, but again it has those purple stems. Amazing. It was turned the other way, but I felt like I wanted to see more of the mums, so I turned it around this way. And plus the mums, be careful, there's a hydrangea right there. Plus the mums needed a little bit more sun than what they were getting on the back side. So I have all of these buds here and I can't wait till they all open up. They're going to be beautiful white flowers with like a yellow eye, so it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. And they should fill in this area of the pot very well. They are connected to the drip system. If you guys saw that vlog, I still have my drip running here, and then when winter comes I'll take all this down, but for right now they're doing quite well, so I love them. I really don't give them any fertilizer. I've given them fertilizer one time, so this actually is growth all on its own from the sweet potato vine. And again, this is a Proven Winners. I'll make sure that I link it in the description actually which products, plants that I actually used in order for them. I did 4 mums and 2 of the sweet potato vines, so this is just 1. Could you imagine if I had 2, you wouldn't even see the mums. So this time I made sure not to plant too many because I did that with our hanging baskets in spring and it was taking over. So this one is more of a mounding habit rather than a trailing habit, and I think it's going to complement the mums just well once they start to get off and running. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Planted in This Georgia Clay. Now that I'm all healed from my hysterectomy, I'm getting back in the garden. I'm doing a lot of gardening, and so you guys will see that content. We have some raised beds that I just put in and we have to plant them all up, and I can't wait because I would like a cut flower garden next spring, so we're gonna work on that. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in this week to Planted in This Georgia Clay. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share it with a friend, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye guys.